You find us at the end of a fairly long day of, again, getting supplies and spending a frankly alarming amount of money on tools and such for the build. And last we saw each other, we were over there where our boat is behind those trees. It's going to be making the trek on Monday via our new cradle all around here, down a road there, down a side road here, and eventually coming in here, and to live for the next couple of years, 3 years, however long it takes. That's an airport nearby, so it's got everything that I like here: boats and airplanes and, well, clement weather. That's going to be moving, but this is where our boat shall live. Some plywood, and that is going to be going and forming our floor here. Heavy was just doing the template work for the wheel arches, but yeah, we're starting with the floor, and just come around here. I'm going to be putting as few holes as I can in the floor, so these tie down points are going to become our anchor points for the plywood subfloor, I should say. It is going to get proper flooring on top of it. And yeah, so the basic plan in the broad strokes: this bulkhead staying. It's a nice separation, we can fix things to it. I see no reason to complicate things by removing it. And we're going to have a galley that runs here, sink here, gray and fresh water here, built-in fridge here, and then we're going to have some additional work surface along here, and some drawers for cutlery and such. To be determined if we put another cabinet up here, but probably, because storage is always welcome in such small spaces. Here we're going to have a settee sort of arrangement there, and there just seating with a central table and storage in the seats, of course, probably battery banks in one side. And the bed is going to be a little bit different because I am too tall to sleep this way. I need to sleep this way because I've got a lot of wasted space, according to my father, which, you know, okay, fair enough sometimes, until, you know, something tall needs to be reached, or something on a high shelf, I should say. Anyway, so the plan is to have the bed move up and down on guides and a pulley system, probably with one of those little automotive winches to bring it up and down. So we would be able to tuck the bed up here and use this space here instead of having it dead for when the bed's down. So just kind of maximizing the use of a small space. And yeah, so that's the broad strokes of the van build. Next day now, and the cutouts, the floor is cut and complete, and we're just getting ready to biscuit join everything. So we've got alignment marks here for where the biscuits go, and general alignment marks for this panel goes with this panel. So because we're taking this out of the van, and we're going to move it over to the shop and just assemble it on the floor. A little bit of deja vu from the first ever SV Sputtle video. Thought we'd show the process of lifting the boat from the old cradle onto the rolling one for transport. Here in Australia, these little cranes are widely used and really versatile. They're called Frannas, and their ability to articulate and drive with a load, albeit very carefully, makes them invaluable for a job like ours. Apparently the boat weighs around 6 to 7 ton, according to the Franna driver, but there was probably around 1/2 to 3/4 of a ton of bilge water in there that we pumped overboard after the lift. During the lift, I had to commit an act of violence against the old cradle, ripping off one of the supports by hand, which allowed the boat to be turned to escape the cradle's evil clutches. It felt very manly and heroic, but sadly, time-lapse footage makes such feats of brute force and ignorance into entirely comical affairs. Next time, watch for some gratuitous slow-mo of my very rugged actions. Believe it or not, first third of the journey was accomplished with the small but mighty Holden Colorado Ute that you see in front of the boat. That's a Chevy Colorado back in North America. We ended up switching to a tractor to complete the trip because even in 4-low, the Ute went a little fast for the two of us hand steering the boat to keep up with. And I cannot overstate just how nice it is to not have a 50-foot boat run you over. Having viciously hacked apart the old cradle, here I am sticking the cannibalized pieces back together into what will become newish boat stabilizing supports. Note the very sophisticated windshield to keep the welding gas from blowing away. Keen-eyed observers will note also the very large alley yacht in the background. She made it! A few more gray hairs for Evie and me, but what a great relief to have it make the journey with just one dicey moment going over a large pothole in the yard. It's been a busy week or so, and haven't done much filming because we've just been busy getting stuff done, and mostly running around and feeling kind of sick and tired of running around and driving around the city. For a country boy, it's a lot, and it's already very old. But we have got some deals on Marketplace, and kind of got ourselves fairly well equipped. So I'll have a little bit of running around to do, but hopefully soon we'll be working on the RV and the boat more. As you can see, I've gone native. This Australian chic, the Bunnings straw hat for when we're working. But yeah, I've been busy getting these braces modified from the original cradle, and it stops the boat from feeling like when you're walking around on deck you're actually at sea on land. It was pretty wobbly, and now it isn't. But the big thing that we have to prepare for is Tropical Cyclone Alfred is bearing down on us, and it's probably going to be here in about 3 days or so. So we're going to do additional bracing on the boat to make sure that it stays where it is, the way it is. Further prep for getting the boat ready, we're kind of just getting rid of all the junk that was and the old plywood or what remained of it. And Evie's just up top there, chucking junk down, getting it all cleaned. So, when in Rome, one does as the Romans do. When in Australia, one does as the Aussies do. And when one anchors a boat down in preparation for a tropical cyclone, you don't need a screw, you need a bloody screw, mate! So, these are a multi-purpose ground screw with a couple holes here for driving it, and hopefully we'll be able to just put a pin through and then get a big ratchet strap on this. And with 4 of those up front of the boat here, that should make it hopefully secure enough that she doesn't shift anywhere in the forecast 65 knot winds that we're supposed to get. This is what cyclone preparation looks like. We've generously been offered indoor storage for our tiny little house, and we had a lovely dry night last night, but did get awoken by the deafening sound of rain on a tin roof at night. We can go outside to what looks like a fairly stormy but normal Queensland morning. A little bit wet, but yeah, there's just as Alfred bears down on us, and it's the ocean out there, there's a loud roar as if there is an airplane constantly taking off in that particular direction, which is a little bit, I wouldn't say terrifying, but that noise is from wind that is coming straight here and is gonna, supposedly make landfall basically right here. Here's the boat ready for Cyclone Alfred, tied down to a giant concrete block, a shipping container, bolted to all my rebuilt supports, and the bow secured to the 2 giant ground screws. Is it going to be enough? Who knows? We've done all we can, really. Join us next time for the answer to this oh so cleverly contrived cliffhanger, and thanks very much for watching. Ciao!